Welcome to Sustainability Soundbites, presented by E and E Leader. Prime Data Centers delays its long-term climate target. In its third annual sustainability report, Prime Data Centers says constrained utility capacity is pushing the company to evaluate on-site natural gas generation, and that it will not commit to a long-term emissions target until it has a clearer path to decarbonize that power source. Prime Data Centers, which operates 5.6 gigawatts of capacity across 29 projects in 16 North American and European markets, says in its 2026 sustainability report that constrained utility capacity in some markets is leading the company to evaluate on-site natural gas generation as a bridge between current power needs and available grid infrastructure. Prime states directly that greater reliance on fossil fuel generation would not fully align with its long-term commitment to decarbonize. In 2025, the company engaged a third-party expert to build a decarbonization roadmap and evaluate long-term reduction pathways. Following that work, Prime says it is still assessing which long-term targets would be actionable enough for its business and considers it premature to commit to one without a clear, achievable path to decarbonize energy sources that fall outside conventional grid electricity. The report puts grid stress at the top of the priority list. The admission is notable, coming from inside the company's own materiality assessment, rather than from outside analysts. Prime's 2025 priority topics ranking lists power constraints and grid stress among its most important sustainability issues, placed alongside climate and energy, water and regulatory compliance, a ranking that reflects how directly grid access now shapes the company's own risk register rather than sitting as a background industry trend. That framing lines up with what is already reshaping site selection industry-wide and with growing scrutiny of the community and health questions attached to on-site gas generation specifically. The efficiency numbers moved in the wrong direction. Prime's own metrics complicate a simple growth narrative. The company's design power usage effectiveness, an industry measure where a figure closer to 1.0 indicates greater efficiency, rose from 1.2 in 2024 to 1.33 in 2025. Its carbon usage effectiveness, which measures Scope 1 and 2 emissions per unit of customer IT energy, rose from 0.109 to 0.178 over the same period. Both increases ran alongside genuine progress elsewhere. Prime procured renewable energy certificates covering 100% of its 2025 Scope 2 electricity consumption, up from about 36% of 2024 consumption, and its Dallas and Sacramento sites earned Energy Star certification. The company also reports zero market-based Scope 2 GHG emissions for 2025. But when customer clean energy procurement is combined with Prime's own purchases, only 68% of the company's 2025 U.S. operating portfolio electricity consumption was matched with clean sources, short of its own 2030 target of 100%, and Scope 3 emissions, primarily tied to customer IT equipment construction materials, still account for 98.5% of Prime's total footprint. Research firm JLL's 2026 Global Data Center Outlook puts average grid connection wait times above 4 years nationally, with Northern Virginia running closer to 7, and the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission ordered all 6 regional grid operators in June to justify or reform their large load interconnection rules. Prime has stopped purchasing conventional diesel for non-emergency backup generators in favor of renewable diesel, is piloting AI-optimized cooling, and is exploring waste heat reuse through district heating in European markets, the kind of measured hedge other operators are adopting as regulators start requiring dedicated generation capacity as a condition of grid access. For a company that lists grid stress as its top sustainability priority, the more telling signal may be what it declined to do: set a number it could not yet defend. Interested in a Soundbite sponsorship? Contact our team to learn more. Thank you for listening.